there, guys and gals. You know, I know there ain't nobody in there just yet. I'm looking for something. Oh, I bet it's in the house. Y'all just ride along with me then while I go in here and get it. Let the shop warm up a little bit. See outfit unfinished projects in there. First one. It's about here it is. Yep. All right, let's see. Travis Davis is in there. Two-stall garage. Glad to have y'all in there. Forgotten left my tripod in the house, so I'd go ahead and go live. It's a little chilly out here tonight. A little chilly. Got a heat lamp on for our chickens over here. In there, try to give them something. Ain't much we can do for them. All right, I got disconnected real quick, but I'm back on. Let's see if I can get this here. Let me plant y'all right here for a second while I get this going. Whew! It's cold where y'all at? About 20 right here. Mercy. Plenty cold. I don't know about y'all. Mercy. Try to get the outfit monitor up here, but I've set my remote down. What y'all doing in there tonight? Let's see who all's in there. It's cold in Arkansas. I guarantee you that, TRD. Unfinished project. You 15 there where you're at. What's the subject tonight? Probably a little bit of everything. We're working on this thing a little bit. I don't know we'll get much done tonight. Our hands are cold out here. But that might be part of the subject. But what do y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about motors? Y'all want to talk about, I don't care. Y'all bring the subject up. Let me get this monitor up, that way I can see what's going on. Come on now. Outfit live, right there. Make sure you're on mute. Saw the 65 today and it's still waiting. They talking about 65 Ford. I imagine it's going to be waiting a minute with this cold weather. Mercy. 65 months. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's still sitting out there. Yeah, it's going to be sitting there a minute until I can get back out there. I'd like to have it sitting right here. Sure would make for a nice project, but I've got my hands full of projects. I got a motor right here that tomorrow I'm supposed to get the head gaskets in and the rear main seal. I get the rear main seal, I can put my crankshaft in. Like I say last week, BB Cylinder Head has my, I see Bad Tree Productions is in there. Good to see you guys. -5 up there. Woo! It's about 20 right here, so it's plenty cold. We got the furnace on over here. All 5 burners are blazing. You can see the fire right there. I mean, it's cooking all it'll cook. -24 with the wind chill. Mercy. Y'all gotta love living up north is all I gotta say. Want to do a live on the Will It Run video on the Y block. We can do that. Try to catch a day when it's decent weather, maybe a Saturday or something, and try to catch it to where it's not so terrible. But we could probably do something like that. I got a 306 cylinder over here in the corner. I don't have any way of holding it up, or I'd try to do a live or will it start on it. I know it'll start because I heard it running before the guy pulled it out of his truck. So it really need a HEI distributor drop off in it, and it just one wire fix it right up. Don't have to have that module box and all that. Yeah, it's cold here. Yeah, I don't know if you had them flip-flops on or not. I believe your nose is growing on that one. Yep, that 306 cylinder go good in that F1, 63 F1. Be really good. Yep. How many's ready to see America get great again? Or what's your attitude about that? Maybe that'd be our topic tonight. Maybe some upset people, maybe some happy people. Whew. Got 25 in there right now. Good to have everybody. Feels good. Trump time. Let's go USA. I see that. That's what I was saying. I was sitting there watching the inauguration today and not saying anything bad about Joe Biden or anything. I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk bad about him. But it's a pretty good sight seeing him leave. So nice to see that. Hopefully things get to turning around. Gas prices get a little cheaper. Energy prices get cheaper. Gas for our furnaces get a little cheaper. Hopefully, we don't know yet. That's what we're hoping for, and we're hoping for when all that goes down, diesel prices and gas prices, that should bring the food prices down a little bit. Yeah, that was good. Loved it when Trump was praising our God. Amen. That was good. All y'all in there, if you can, hit that thumbs up button if you can there. We appreciate everybody jumping in. We appreciate that. We're hoping that it doesn't collapse anywhere. There's a lot of people that's been working on trying to collapse America. That a lot of evil people, a lot of people trying to tear it down. But we're hoping that a lot of the bad actors gets cut out of America here before long. Of course, they're always going to be here. Yeah, oil runs the cost of everything. That's right. Doug's supposed to be along here in a little while, I think. He was asking me a while ago if I had the coffee on, and I said, come on, I'm fixing to turn it on. So Doug ought to be here in a little while. Got my hands in my pockets. It's cold. I could be working on that motor if I had all my parts. So I've got everything sitting there ready and waiting. I got my heads laid over here, got my intake. So bearings are, I got the main bearings in the block. I got the main bearings in the cap. All I'm waiting on is rear main seal. That should be here real soon. That's right. Get it from Canada and flip a profit. I believe things are fixing to turn around. How do y'all like that Gulf of America? He changed the name of Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. I like that. Turning the cartels into a terrorist organization. That's what I'm talking about. Let's stop some of this stuff. I'm tired of seeing these young people. A lot of my friends. I've had 2 friends. Their kids died from fentanyl poison, and it all come from across the border. We got to stop that stuff. It's bad stuff. It's really bad stuff. And if we can get some of that stopped, I think we'll be doing good. It's hot. It's cold. Y'all just talk there for just a second. I'll be right back. Get me a cup of this coffee. Good. Black. Drinking my coffee black for black gold just like black gold right there. That's the way we're going to drink our coffee tonight. Get prayer back in schools. I think that's coming. They're working hard on getting Bibles back in schools and getting rid of a lot of this craziness. Putting some people in places that'll turn things around and get some of this stupid stuff out of here. He's going to stop the censorship, so surely they don't have the infrastructure to refine crude oil like we can. We buy it for 35% discount. Burn our own stuff here for $1.25 a gallon. That'd be all right. I'd pay that. I don't see why they can't. I know the demand went down during COVID when everything was shut down, but if you remember, gas prices here got down to 94, 91 cents a gallon. I understand there was not very many people driving and the oil reserves got topped out, but wasn't any place to take it, so they started dropping the price. I understand that, but it sure would be nice to go back to about 95 cents a gallon. But $1.25 would be fine. That'd beat $2.75 a gallon, $2.80. I think I seen it today for $2.79. couple days ago, it's $259. How about old Biden pardoning all his family, making sure they don't get charged? He's thinking about making it all black, the dirt car. I'm pretty either black or all white. I don't know. He hasn't made his mind up yet, so we'll get that figured out. It's either going to be all black or all white. And he won a wrap the other day, but it's a single color wrap. So we got to add some money to it to add some colors. He was wanting to add some green in it because his last name's Green, and he wanted to add some green to it and maybe another color too. But it's like $100 per color, and we're still trying to get parts for the car, let alone get the wrap made. So if anybody out there wants to drop us a couple $100 extra, we'd sure appreciate it. We would definitely put your name on the car for sure. That'd go a long ways on getting that wrap made. Happy our schools still does the Pledge of Allegiance. That's right. There for a long time. They quit that. Ours here, when I was in school, we did the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. When I was in grade school, got in high school, they kind of quit that. Yep. Yep. I don't know where old Doug's at. I guess he's putting his long handles on or coveralls or something. My furnace keeps kicking off. I guess it's too cold for it, I guess. But many stocks probably not going to run. We can't find a place to run them, and there ain't but about 4 maybe. I know of 3. Mine, ours, and Michael Davis's, and another guy, and maybe one other here or there. I don't think it's worth messing with. I mean, because I don't want to try to start a class back when we don't have enough to get it started. So Carol Smith, the tech man at Farmerville, said that's the reason why they got cut out to start with. Wasn't enough showing up. So, and I think they were running 6 to 8 then. So, but we need at least 10 cars to 8 to 10 cars to have a class, and it's hard to get many stocks going because they get so out of hand so quick. You got certain people that want to just dominate it instead of just getting what everybody else has. I mean, our car is perfectly legal, but we've just got to set up right, and so we running. Every race I finished at I-30, I finished top. Most of the time, top 3. So that's pretty good. I was in the tech area every night we finished, getting teched. They never found anything wrong. They did tell us one time we had to change our rear shocks. They said our rear shocks, we had Bilsteins on, and they wanted us to run the can style that like store-bought, like AutoZone stuff. So we'd be on the lookout for an old cream puff Mopar for you and the old lady do hot rod power tour maybe. Boy, that would be fun. Yeah, right now I can't afford much, but I'd love to do that power tour one of these days. I've got my old square body smoke show, blue and white. I'm trying to get a rear end in. I did get a drive shaft for it. I just got to get another U-joint to go on the rear, and then I can get that in the rear and then get it on the ground. Then maybe I can get my rear brakes hooked up and all that. But it's just too cold outside. Hey, I see Chris in there from On the Berm. Good to have you in there, man. Uh, but yeah, I thought about trying to get my old blue and white Chevy more streetable instead of drag style, and making it to where I could drive it some. And if I could make it pretty reliable going up and down the highway, uh, good to have you in here, Chris. Looked like you're hammering out that new chassis. Looked like you got real close on it. I know you probably got a few brackets here or there, but that new chassis looking really good. That winter's gonna love it. Gonna love it. But yeah, I'd like to, if my old '75 Chevy will hold up good and do a pretty neat deal, be a pretty good cruiser. I wouldn't mind trying to go up and maybe even trying to do a following power tour up in the Midwest. That'd be kind of fun. At least get a few days in on it. I don't know if I could do the long haul, but it'd be kind of fun to fall in on one of them. Yeah. We owe it to them to take them on a long, sketchy road trip, and all the late nights in the shop. Yeah. Yeah, Mama Outfit she loves a road trip, but I'd have to make the accoutrements a little bit nicer in the old truck. Maybe put some window felts in it, and maybe a patch or two over the floor holes, and maybe some sound deadener in there or something. Maybe even a heater. That might be nice. Right now I've got everything unhooked on it, but I thought about fixing that old truck up. You know, them old square bodies is worth a little bit of money, so I might try to do a little bit of work on it, a little here and there. So on the barn, Chris said we've been bowled up. Now have 5 more after this one. That's awesome. Got 5 more to go or to build. That's awesome. Keep a hammering on them things. You're getting pretty popular. A lot of people's loving it. So cars are looking good. From what I've seen, the guys that's getting them are doing pretty good with them. Wasn't it Matt Brown? He just missed the Ice Bowl by 1 spot, I think it was. And I think he won the non-qualifiers race. So, I mean, that's not shabby out of that many cars. Should have seen Annie's face when we took the 68 Dart to Lambert's. I imagine. I like doing that cruise up to Lambert's. That's pretty fun. Kind of looking forward to it again. We've got some stuff here to put another motor together. We're going to try to build a 355. I've seen a couple call outs for a 355 deal from Big Block 402 and somebody else. I can't remember. James and James Show, whoever that is. I know who it is. But we may try to fall in there on them call outs on the 355 for the next No Name National, because we got a little S10 out here that we wanting to try to build a little 355 for. So we may drop in there on that. Be a little fun. Drop in there fall in there on a 355 shootout maybe. I don't know how well it'll do, but I figure 355 and a little S10 ought to do pretty good. You know, we're gonna put it together stock. You know, it won't. You know, it'll just be just a little street truck. So. I don't know if we'll bring no smoke show back up there or not. If we do, I don't know. It all depends. I need to put set of lifters in it. And I've got another cam over here. It's a hydraulic flat tappet. I thought about putting it in there, but I got to check my springs. Maybe too much spring. Found a 72 model 454 big R for a project. Yeah, 454 has always been a good motor. As a straight line racer who loves circle track racing but have never done it, what's the cheapest way to get into it? Or am I too late? Just stick to the strip? Well, no. You can get into it. The cheapest way is to see if there's a sport compact class there. That's the cheapest way to get into racing. You can have a bunch of fun. The sport compacts it's just front wheel drive class. Most of the time a Honda Civic is the way to go. Them guys, them little old, I think it's a K series engine that's in some of them, the sport compacts, the Hondas. Those usually are the ones up front. If they have the Honda K series, whatever, I don't know exactly. You could check with Fleming Family Racing on YouTube. That's mainly what they try to get is the Honda Civics or Honda Accords, whatever. They try to get the little small car with that good little engine in it. Dodge Hornet, maybe, yeah. If the engines are good and stout, I would say probably try it. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying, the Hornets class, but yeah, they're a blast. I've watched them, and I think for us just getting your feet wet, that's the cheapest way to go. You get one of them, knock the windows out of it, put you a cage in it, or you could probably find one running driving pretty decent. So, but I would suggest getting like a little Honda with the K series engine if you can find it. Them are probably the best for the front wheel drive class. What's going on? We're just in here just chatting tonight. But the problem is with the V8 classes, they've already gotten so far out of hand that you've just about got to get a chassis like one of these, like this. It's hard to build your own car and compete with them. Ford or Chevrolet, makes no difference to me. I think there's good ones in all of them, Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge. There's good ones in all of them, and there's bad ones in all of them. So it just depends on what you like and what you like to work on. I see a lot of first gen Neons, and we have 2.0 and 2.4 stuff. Yeah, Neons work. I'd say my suggestion be the 2.4 if it has good low end oiling. You might want to improve your oiling system because you're going to be hammering the rev chip on that thing all the time. So something to think on, because I think it'd work out real good. Small engine stuff, like what you're talking about, the small blocks or one cylinder stuff. I don't do a whole lot of one cylinder stuff. I've tried, we built a little mini bike over here. Going to try to get it ready for a pit bike, but like mowers, I haven't got into that too much. I've got a Bad Boys lawnmower over here, and I'm having trouble trying to get it to run right. So it's got a 25 horse Briggs & Stratton industrial engine on it. Runs perfect, runs great, but my something's messed up in the wiring. It's got a bunch of relays and stuff, and I want to cut all that out and get around it. me get you over here real quick. Ain't nothing to look at. It's an old 42-inch bad boy. Just some boxes sitting on it. But as you can see, it's not much to look at. But it's got the 25 horse on it. Stout motor, a lot of compression, but I'm wanting to get around all the relays. That's bugging me, hindering me a little bit. But it runs real good. So we had a 23 horse on it, and it wound up breaking a rod. These are supposed to have Kohlers, I mean not Kohlers, but Kawasaki's on them. But when I got it, they had a 23 horse Briggs, and it ran fine for several years, and till it broke the rod. Mercy. Wish my heater could keep working. It keeps kicking off. I think it's too cold in here. Has the same engine with different plastics. My mower shoots blue flames about 1 foot high out of the intake. Yeah. You may have an intake. I mean, you may have to adjust your valves. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like your valves are out of adjustment. Because when your seats go to getting wear and your seats wear, your push rods wear, your valves wear, all that, and your stem starts coming up higher, and that tightens up your lash on your valves, and it'll cause your valves to start staying open, and that's what will cause some popping out the breather. Favorite beer I don't drink. I quit that about 25 years ago. Yep. Yeah, I don't do none of that stuff anymore. I got into church, turned my life around, and I don't do any of that anymore. Make things right. I try my best to keep my nose clean anymore. Other than wiping it because it's too cold out here. See, Fleming Family Racing is in here. What's the temp up here is about 20 degrees. Skylar. Surprisingly runs one cylinder, knocking bad. Had bad owners at the best. Got Lucas oil in her. Oil, cold made boats. Yeah, it'll do it. Yeah, we may have to have one of them outfit carts. Fleming says it's 27 down there, possible 3 inches of snow, blowing my mind. Yeah, it's a long way south to have that much snow. We had 6 inches here this last weekend. Yep. What color? You know what my color is? It's always been blue and yellow. So if you don't want anything on that, I can stand it. Can't race in the snow though. Yeah, got that right. We've been snowed out a few times, not here, but up north. When I was traveling pit crewing for Wayne Brooks, we had a place up in Burlington, Iowa. I think it's 34 Raceway. It got so cold, got froze out. I mean, it was bad cold up there. It was down into the teens and 20s there for about 2 or 3 days, and they just postponed the race and moved it on out. We stayed up there a week and a half waiting on the race. Finally got it done. We wound up getting tuck out in the feature. Kevin Gundecker wound up turning the guy on the front straightaway. The track had locked down, rubbered up, and Kevin Gundecker turned the guy. I think he was running first or second, and turned the guy and wound up wrecking half the field and wound up totaling our car out. We had to load our car in the trailer backwards and bent the frame and everything. Watch the engine video. Do you see what I found with mine? Hopefully I can actually get it right. I haven't got to see that. I seen where you was pulling the engine out of it, where you was up on the bucket. I hadn't got to get time to watch that yet, but I plan on it. Hopefully we can help you get that thing right. Me right now, I have 3 inches of snow, and it's 6 degrees. Ooh, that's plenty cold. Wrong flywheel. Yeah, that'll do it. Gaines, where you at? Where you located at, Gaines? On your flywheel there, Skylar, what was wrong on your flywheel? Do you have the wrong teeth, a 153 or a 168 or what? Connecticut. Hey, that's on up there up north. My daughter lives in Massachusetts, her and her husband. Had a big weight on it. Yeah, that's for a 400. You had a 400 flywheel on it. So you need one without the weight on it. Yeah, I imagine it's rattling your teeth out. But yeah, if you see one with a weight on it, that's for a 400. So mercy. Had to go wipe my nose. It's cold. I'm gonna have to go back and get me another cup of coffee. Yeah, I'll go check it out. Yeah, it's about, like I say, it's about 20 degrees here. Let me get me another cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Where you at, Doug? I'm gonna brave this cold weather you are too. Yeah, I'm really been working on it. I'm still not up there enough watch hours to get monetized yet. Last time I checked, I was at 1,434 views, watch hours. So I'm hanging in there. My subscriber count's going up daily. I put up that engine fire up, and I've got somewhere close to 10,000 views on that, and I just posted that about an hour and a half ago. So it's that was off of an old video I had, and I last I seen I had 6 subscribers off of that, but yeah, Gaines, I've got a 75 square body short bed. You can go back on my channel a few videos back. It was last year, around September. We had that thing in Saxton, Missouri, and did a burnout with it, and it was one of the best burnouts there that year. It was pretty bad news. We called it Smoke Show. I think at that time we was calling it Outfit Blues until I did that big burnout, and somebody said you need to change the name of it to Smoke Show. So that's what we did. The 75 short bed has a 402 big block in it. 75 Chevy big block. But I've got a Ford dually out here that I drive, a 85 Ford 1-ton dually. I think I got it sold. My nephew, my niece's husband, wants to buy it, and so I may have it sold to him. I wouldn't sell it out of the family, basically, because it was my uncle's truck, and he really wanted it. So I told him I'd sell it, and I've got an 01 Ford Power Stroke that I may be getting. So I gotta check that out, look it over. Hey, TRD, you still in there? Me and my dad are going to take a Vortec 350 and put a Holley or Quadrajet on it and put it in a 76 square body for 2 times the power. Yep, probably could do that. Vortec headed 350 is a really good deal. Especially if you got the roller cam in it. Those are really smooth motors, and you can upgrade them pretty cheap by upgrading the cam. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to it when you can pull the distributor. Just put your distributor out of your other motor or whatever off in it, or just a stock V8 HEI distributor and carburetor. You'll have to have a fuel pump on it if you have a 96 78 Vortec 350, because it don't have a push rod hole, and it don't even have the lobe on the cam for a fuel pump to go on the side of the block. But you can buy one, and you can have that. You can buy a kit that you can drill that hole, and where you can put your push rod in for your fuel pump. You can do all that. Costs a little bit of money, but you can make it hold a fuel pump and work. So when you do that, I think you'll still have to have a drain backhoe. So you might want to, just something to think about. But it's you can put electric fuel pump on it, probably about as cheap as after you buy all that. So probably just go with electric fuel pump on it and be all right. As long as you keep it under 6 pounds of fuel pressure. You got to keep carburetors under that. 4 to 6 is about 5 pounds of fuel pressure is about perfect for a carburetor. If you get over that, you'll overflow your floats. They come stock at 210, a lot of torque. And a normal 350 has 125 stock horsepower. So yeah, we'll take up Marine, or take to Maine and back with 2 snowmobiles. Yeah, We don't have a call for snowmobiles down here. Yep. Vortec 350, they ought to put out about 250, 280 horse. Good 4-barrel on it. Ought to be putting out close to right at 300 horse. So as long as the motors don't have a whole lot of wear on it. Well, that ain't too bad. 45 up a hill within 4 seconds. That's rolling. Yep. Everybody that's in there, if you will, hit that thumbs up button for me. That just helps shoot this channel out a little bit farther. A little bit farther. Every chance you get. Share it with somebody else. Tell somebody else about the channel. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Appreciate you jumping in here, gang. Who all else is in there? I see 23's in there right now. Anybody else want to chat it up for a little bit? See 18 in there right now. We've had all the way up to about 45 in there, so I know a lot of it's click through. People just kind of running through. I may lose y'all for a minute. We'll get in here and check something. No, I don't drink. It's just coffee. Don't do any drinking. I quit that about 25 years ago. Just cold out here in the shop. Yep. Just a little cool out here tonight. I stick with coffee and water anymore. I don't do anything else. Trying to keep the problems down in my old body. Oh, Travis Davis still ain't in there, is he? I work on about anything that has engine oil in it. Just about anything other than small. I can work on small engines, but I ain't no good on that stuff. I'm better with V8. I got V8 stuff sitting all over the place, and race cars sitting everywhere. So, show you what we got. We got a race car sitting here, one sitting there, one sitting here. Got two motors, one motor under that right there, one motor under that right there. Got another motor right here. So, yeah, I've got a lot of engines going together. A lot of them going together and some coming apart, and some waiting on parts. Mostly small block Chevrolet, but I do have a small block Ford over there. It needs a crankshaft in it and rebuilt, and I got a 455 old sitting over here. I've got most of the parts for that. I don't have the rebuild kit for it, but I've got crank, got heads are fresh from the machine shop. They're ready to go back on it. Pistons are sitting here. I got an old Ford 306 cylinder over in the corner. I've got that traded to a buddy of mine for an old Ford Y block, an old 292 or 272, whatever it is. So, kind of been looking for one of them for a while, one of them old Ford Y blocks, or Y blocks. I ain't got anything to put it in yet, but my plans are is to find me an old rat rod or build me an old rat rod or something. I've always wanted to have an old Y block in one. I see old Lars is in there. Keep a hammering. That's what we're doing. We got the coffee going. Trying to stay warm in this old cold shop. It's about right about 20 degrees here. What is it there where you're at there, Lars? Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me. Let's get that thumbs up count going on up. We appreciate all of you jumping in. We started out talking about the inauguration today, and some people like it, some people don't. That's okay. That's what America's all about. You either like it or you don't. Some people love America, some people hate America. I mean, some people think it's equal, some people think it's unfair. There's a lot of things unfair, but phone says it's 12. Yeah, it's cold. I see JB's little shops in there. Good to see you in here. It's cold down here, but it ain't 12 yet. It's supposed to be a low of 17 here tonight. No, I did not vote for Obama. Excuse me, Obama. Did not vote for him. Simply because I didn't like his politics. That was the main reason. Yep, you got it right, old JB. Hey, JB, we're going to be building the S10 for the No Name Nationals. But it ain't going to be having no little supercharged V6. It's going to have a small block Chevy in it. We're hoping to be able to get it together for the No Name Nationals. We've got most everything to where we could kind of slap one together. I've got a block over here that needs cleaned up. I might take it to the machine shop here before long, have them deck it and get the deck square. See if we can't get it ready to put together. I've got a fresh crank to go in it. I've got a set of rods and pistons over here. We've got heads here and there for it. So I'd like to build a set of Vortec heads. I've got them over here. It'd be in Doug's truck. It's Doug's truck, but I will be putting the thing together right here. It's a little old red short wheelbase regular cab S10. He wants me to drive it. I told him, I said, he needs to drive it. And he said, no, you're the driver. So I said, well, we'll do what we got to do. So, won't bother me to throw one on the floor, if you know what I mean. Just drop a hammer on the accelerator pedal and hang on. We're good at doing that. We can probably do a burnout in it. I don't know if it'll be as good as those smoke shows or not, but I bet we could probably make a go at it. I still have a lot of stuff left to do on mine. Hopefully I can get back to it soon, yeah. Yeah, I understand that. We hadn't even started on this one. I mean, I've got parts and pieces laying here. We got a camshaft, we got headers, we got a torque converter. I've got a transmission, and the truck sitting out there with a motor and transmission in a little, it said 4-cylinder V6 or something. I don't know what it is. But got this motor over here. Doug's motor's right here. We'll put something together for it. But I've got the stuff to put a 30 over 350 together, which would make a 355. And I noticed old Steve with Big Block 402 had a call out to the James and James show that they were going to do a 355 shootout. Him and James, and I might, if we can get this thing together, we may have to fall in there on that call out. But we just gotta get to work on it. I think it won't take too long. We can knock that little motor out pretty quick. All I like's finishing up. That's right. That's all we ever like. I know I need to get in there and get signed up again. I haven't done that yet, but we'll get there, get re-registered, and kind of enjoy that. Last year I kind of felt out of place. Things just didn't go well for us and wasn't able to bring the truck, and finances were down there about rock bottom. It was terrible because we just done all the electrical on our house and had to redo some of the plumbing and had to do a new motor on the AC unit, and I mean it just wiped us out. So I mean I had to sell my 05 Chevrolet 4-door Silverado that I loved that truck. I had to sell it to help get all that stuff paid for, and we done good just to get there. So yeah, I'm glad to see Mr. Biden walking out of the White House this morning heading toward that airplane. That was the highlight of my day. So that was the highlight of my day. That may offend somebody, but that's all right. This is America. Get used to being offended. That's what I say. Used to, we'd suck it up and go on. You know, Gen X guys, us the Gen Xers, we got thick skin. You know, you can say a little bit to us and we can just laugh it off and go on. Don't have to worry too much about it. We used to people running us down and this and that or whatever. I mean, a lot of us was bullied in school. Sometimes I might have fell in there and bullied a few kids or whatever, just kind of making fun or this and that because everybody else did it. I just fall in with everybody else. I feel bad for what I did now. I shouldn't have done that. But I mean, kids will be kids, but that'll give you tough skin, you know. So, but anyhow, get off of that subject. But we're looking forward to trying to get back up there to the No Name Nationals, though. Hopefully this year gas prices will be a little cheaper. Come on, and or we might even do some of that, you know, if we get up there. Anybody know what I'm talking about? So yeah, it's called high school. So yeah, it's called high school. That's exactly what it was. So whew. I don't know if Doug's gonna make it tonight. I told him come on, I'd make coffee. I'm out here all by my lonesome talking to you guys. Drill, baby, drill. Come on. Let's lock that border down. I think they started locking her down today, sending troops down there to stop this mess. I heard the other day that some of them immigrants was heading back across the border. So that way they didn't get captured. Well, that's fine. I mean, I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand that people want to come over here and make a better life for themselves. I don't have a problem for that. I don't have a problem with whatsoever people want to come over here, but do it legal. That's all I got to say. Do it legal. Yeah. Just do it legal, is all I say. You might get iced up from this temperature out here. Hugh Jace, Jazz. I understand what you're saying. I ain't got a problem with people wanting to get over here. I just want people to do it right. We over here having to do things legal, do it right, or we get in troubles. And I understand people wanting to get over here, but yet at the same time, just do it right. Just do it right. There's plenty of ways to do it right. I'm just looking forward to cheaper gas prices, cheaper food prices. Obama and I should say Biden, because Obama was running Biden. I'm just, he messed so many things up, shut down oil production and made the regulations to oil drilling and stuff so bad it caused it to all go out of sight. I mean, it's crazy. So I think some of that stuff's getting turned around today. So hopefully. JB, what all you do? I know you sharpen saw blades in that shop there, but what else all you do? You got an end mill and stuff like that, or is it just grinders, or you got a lathe and stuff like that? Whew. I found a lathe the other day, a couple of days ago. There's an old South Bend, a small one, a little short, small one. It's $500. I figure it's pretty wore out, but I wouldn't mind having one to where I can cut my own drive shafts down a whole lot easier. It wouldn't matter if it's a little wore out. For that, I don't. Of course you can do it with a grinder and stuff, but it sure makes it a lot easier if you've got a lathe to turn it on. How many we got in there right now? We got 26, it says. Thumbs up, everybody. If we got 28 now, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate all of you jumping in. Shoot a comment down in there. I had a couple had a complete machine shop then. Then the bummer got it. And it all went down from there. Now just grinding and some lathe work, yeah. I know what you mean. A lot of things went down with old Bummer and old Biden. A lot of things changed for the worse. Made things horrible. So I'd love to have me a little lathe. Really like to have me a little end mill, a little Bridgeport. I've done a little bit of machine work. My eyes ain't as good as they used to be. I'd have to really watch that. I can wear my glasses, I guess, but I can see y'all out there real good, but up close from here, from right there to up here, I can't. It's just blurry, so I have to have my glasses on. That's what we're hoping there, JB. Hoping to get everybody getting back on their feet. Things are rolling again. I'm steel production ramped up when Trump was in there before. I think he brought the steel plant back up here in Arkansas. That kind of picked back up. And, it had shut down. I mean, it really helped. It really helped a lot. But we still need more energy costs to come down, and I think that's going to start happening here real soon. So. Hoping to get my rear main seal tomorrow for this motor that's right back here under that bag. As y'all probably seen my last video, I'm starting to work on that. Hopefully have my rear main seal in tomorrow on head gaskets. And I got to get with Cylinder Head Shop down at BB, Chuck and Rick, and see when they're going to get my rods and pistons done. That way I can get my ring sized and everything for that block. Get the rotating assembly back in it, and then go see Greer down at Greer Racing Parts and Fuel and get my camshaft. He has a camshaft down there for me, and slide that off in there. Get my heads on it, and that motor will be getting close. I'm looking forward to getting that done. That goes in this little modified right here, and once I get it a little bit closer, well, I need to get started on this 355 project for Doug. So, got to get that going. So, we may just swap out blocks, let him have that 4-bolt main block, and, well, that's 4-bolt main block as well. Just swap blocks. That was a 30 over, so the one that's over here, and the one he's got's a standard bore. Really just be a straight over block, straight over swap. That way we could, I've got 2 sets of 30 over pistons. So I need to get a set of rods down to BB. That's one thing I need to do is gather up a set of rods and take down to BB. So that's the next thing I got to do is find a set of rods, get down there, have them, get them loaded and load some rod bolts on them. And that cam you gave RC made that little truck sound good. Yep, that it was a good little cam. It I thought he might like that a whole lot better than what he had. I was thinking it was a stock cam, but it may not have been. It may have had a little bit of lift to it. I had so many cams stacked up over here, I may have grabbed an old racing cam for it. I don't know. But it helped him out though. Got rid of that old wore out cam, and he didn't have to spend nothing to get it. That's what I was trying to help him out with. So I'm supposed to meet him as soon as the weather breaks and I get a chance. I'm going to meet him up in Saxton, Missouri, matter of fact, and I'm getting the set of wheels and tires off of that truck, them old steel wheels, off the old blue brown he calls it, and get that stock set of wheels off of it to go on smoke show. And I'm trying to make it more of a street truck, and if everything works out right on it, it'd be nice to make my little truck out here a street truck. He didn't understand why it loped. I told him it was supposed to sound like that. Yeah, yeah, that was a lot of it. And I think also he found a vacuum leak on that truck. That didn't help it none either, but anyhow, it's a good sounding old motor he's got in that truck. Good stout motor. I'd like to get old smoke show going where I could take it up there. I know his is one wheel peel, and smoke show's fixing to be a one wheel peel. So if we was to take it back to Saxton, I may slip off in the back of it and put a Lincoln locker in it or one of them slide-in spools or something. I may do that and make it a little stouter. So I don't know. We're gonna try to have that S10 up there, and he's really wanting to race it really bad, and I think it'd be fun, even if I left it one wheel peel. Smoke show burnout at No Name Nationals was 23 was killer. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I've had several people said that I should have won that, but hey, I just had fun, and I was in the top 3. That's all that mattered. That let me know that I was in the running for it, and people enjoyed it. That was all it was. That's what it was all about, just being in there and having fun. And Roland, Roland wasn't holding anything back on the little Camaro, and what is it? The old boy that had the Vega, is that unfinished project? I'm thinking that's who it is. I can't remember. Not the Vega, but the little Pinto wagon that was up there. Had the LS in it. That was a pretty hot little Pinto wagon. He put on a pretty good show with that too. So, really enjoyed that. So, Blue Collar Performance, that's it. Old Nate, yeah. Yeah, he put on a heck of a show with that little Pinto wagon. I was thinking this year, the old boys in the tan long bed Chevy, what was their name? Didn't have a front cap on the truck. There were some of them guys I'd never heard of. I hadn't caught up with all their channels. There's so many of them rolling in and out of that. I can't keep up with them. I'm busy out here all the time. So let me check my battery life. I got 45%. I got to go back to work tomorrow. I was off today, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I like that. It's cold, and I got to stay home and watch that inauguration. I really enjoyed that. I'd never really sat and watched one all the way through. I didn't watch all the festivities tonight. I didn't get into all that. Yeah, I can't keep up with all the channels. It's crazy. So, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's helping John Wilburn grow that deal. Hopefully this year it'll be bigger, maybe. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Hopefully Hot Rod Guy Garage will bring one of his little hot rods out there. I like watching his 351 Cleveland build that has the LT heads that he's putting on it. There's old Matthew rolling in. Got to run. Hey, we appreciate you jumping in here, Lars, and catch you in here next time. I'll try to be in here every Monday night as best we can. So, got anybody else new in there tonight? I see 19's watching. It's a little chilly out here, I know that. Furnace finally kept working. Been kicking on and off, but it finally stayed on for a bit. Supposed to have our seal in tomorrow. I'll be able to get the crankshaft laid in the hole. I'm gonna holler at Rick and them tomorrow and see where they're at on the pistons. And, see if we can't get the rods and pistons back. That way we can get a rotating assembly in. Get a Greer, get a camshaft. And, get her oil pump on it. I may go ahead and once I do that, well, I can't put an oil pan on it. I gotta get the timing chain and all that. If I can get the cam in it, I can get the timing chain on and put the front cover on, put the oil pan on, turn it up right, and then start working on the top. Hey, we appreciate you, JB, for jumping in. Thank you for jumping in here tonight. It's been good talking to you. Y'all be safe out there tomorrow and don't get too cold. Anybody else in there tonight? We've been on here an hour and 17 minutes. Anybody else want to chat it up? I may pull that front cover off that 327 and start getting some of that ready to move over here. I wish I had some fuel to go in that. I don't have any fuel. I'll try to get some tomorrow to bring home. Make it where it'll be warmer. So. Let me bring this over here. Let light come on, you think? Or is it not working? Yeah, it works. See, howdy neighbor.
Jane Class.
Jane Class. Good to have you in here. We're gonna work a little bit here on a motor. Just brought down just a little bit. Stuff to just a 1/2 inch. Well, I can get. What we got to do, we got to pull this front of this motor off. Let me get y'all dropped down just a little bit. Set y'all right over here. Now just hang on a minute. I don't know if there's anybody in there or not. We'll let y'all play until this thing settles down. Hang on, y'all, just bear with me. Got y'all in there now, right? All right. That'll be a. Yeah, I drank it. We may have to find some new ones. Wrong side. Kind of lay that maybe on that table on the other side. And all that's got to go together. That'll be a 9/16. Guess I better get that remote out of my pocket and keep messing things up. Just like that. Need a 5/8. I mean. Y'all leave a comment in there. We're just working. That'll be a 9/16. Yeah. Oh. Get back here. Probably have to use all of it. That's right. Forward. Forward. Need some help. Y'all leave a comment in there. Tell us where you're from, if you're watching. We like to hear from folks. Told old Doug I had the coffee hot. Don't know where whatever happened. One of the puller boats. have it. Got 8 people in there watching. If you're watching, you can leave us a comment. Tell us where you're from. Nothing else. Give us a thumbs up. We like thumbs up. That's how you do it. Just pull it off. A little chilly. Fingers getting cold. Let's just set it right there. Put these, screw these back in that harmonic balancer. We will know where they're at. Okay. See if we can get front cover off this thing. Might need one of them cans over there. This ain't gonna work. Have you got a 7/16? It's not a trim. Well, get these bolts out. I don't know if that timing cover is going to work or not with this other crank, so, because this is made for this and that damper, but, because I'm special made it. Screwdriver. And yeah, let me see. Probably got her stuck on pretty good. Remember, we had to have this thing off about 3 times. Figure it tearing gasket up. Yeah, it's still good. This brand new chain. Set that over there. Brand new chain. Let's see. first cam went bad in this. We had to change it. Real careful, that right there will fall out. Okay, got that. Now, let's do this. While we're here, we're gonna have to have them motor mounts.
Well,
We gotta pull them off anyway.
use this block instead of that block to.
Oh, for testing?
And put it down and see what part it is.
Well, yeah, go ahead and pull them off, because I've got another block I use. But I've gotta pull this one apart. Just leave them bolts with them mounts. Alright. Just got that. Well, that's about all I can do on that. Is that a standard oil pump or HC? I can't remember. I know this one I was looking to run. It should say it on the side right there. Don't say it right here. That's probably standard. It has good oil pressure though. Just standard M55. Well, right. I guess that's about all I need off of that right now. I might pull that off. I have to wash it up and reuse it. This one had to be washed, cleaned, since it had crank go bad in it. Not crank. You know what I mean? Camshaft. Got that. It's got us some parts we'll have to have for this one. Timing chain, it'll go in this motor. Crank's ready to come out, but I don't want to do that just yet. Relevance. I guess it's just a steel crank. Well, let me just go ahead and knock the little pump off. I might be able to use the pickup. Let's buy another one. Think I know that by now. Hardened shaft goes with it. Hardened drive, distributor drive, pump drive. It's better than stock, but it's hardened. It's got some good oil in it. It's sticky. We use put oil in that 50 weight. That was sponsored to us. Seemed to work good. All right, got that. Well, that's about all I can do to that one for now. This is a 327 I'm pulling apart. Had a camshaft go bad and it messed my bearings up, so I will have to pull this crankshaft out and get it fixed. We'll wash the block out real good. We'll see if we can't get these plugs out right here on both ends. And when we're washing it, maybe drill and tap those for pipe plugs. Maybe have this block cleaned a little bit better. We'll see. I don't know that I'll do much more than that, other than cleaning it up, putting it back together. But it's a 300 horse, 327, flat top pistons. Had a Jim Dandy camshaft in it, but I don't know that I'll go back with that camshaft when we go back together. I think we'll go back with more of a mild camshaft or something of that nature. Anyhow. All right. We've been in here an hour and 40 minutes. Anybody in there want to chat it up for a minute before I shut things down? I'm about done for the night. Then get this motor covered back up. And that covered back up. Out the way. Let's see. Put these back in there. That will go back over there. Try to get these. That might go back in there. Put all these tools back. Nobody wanting to chat it up. Well, ain't nobody wanting to chat. We're going to get off of here. And see what else we can get into. We're probably going to get on around and head back in the house, get warmed up. We've been on here for, see, Crunch said hello. Good to have you in here real quick. We fixed to jump off here though. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate everybody jumping in. We're going to get around, get back in the house, get warmed up. It's still, I don't know, it's probably probably 38, 40 degrees in here. It had never warmed up. So let me look here real quick. About 38 degrees, that's what I thought. So, hadn't warmed up good yet. And it probably won't get any warmer than that. So, anyway, we appreciate all y'all jumping in. Y'all run over there and hit that subscribe button while you're at it and see what else we come up with. Like I say, we've been working on these motors a little bit. We're gonna try to get a motor together here real soon to go in one of these cars, and then we're gonna jump on another motor to try to get ready for the little S10 to go to the No Name Nationals with, and we'll see what else we can get done. But with your help, we'll get there. Hit that like button, that thumbs up button, leave a comment on our videos, and subscribe. Tell everybody about us. Share the channel with somebody. Let them know there's a few old poor boys around here still trying to do some racing the poor boy way. And yeah, we don't get a whole lot accomplished doing it the poor boy way, but that's all we can do. We ain't got a whole lot of money to mess with. We just take junkyard stuff and still try to race with it. So anyway, we're gonna get off here. Appreciate y'all guys. This is Russell here saying God bless you. Always remember Jesus loves you. And Outfits Garage is saying keep a hammering, guys.